it's crazy how we all filter information and situations and experiences different. You can take two people that grew up in the same house with the same parents, have the same experience,
Twins.
but they respond in two completely different ways, right? So a lot of times you don't know how people are going to filter stuff.
Yeah.
Because
it's the biology and the way our brain works.
or how that person's brain works.
That's what I meant.
Right?
Yeah.
It's how their brain works,
Their perspectives are, it's interesting how perspectives are. Have you seen those things with the Yanni and the Laurel?
No.
There's an audio waveform. It's the same waveform. It's not changed. Some people hear Yanni and some people hear Laurel.
So I've seen the whole thing on Facebook where they show you the shoe.
Oh, the shoe, yeah.
That like some people see pink and some people see blue or something.
It's so interesting because I use that as like a baseboard of how easily we can misinterpret someone's thoughts.
Right.
Like if it's so basic as a color, when we all know what a color is, just imagine like complex thoughts.
Yeah. When things get more complex, like you don't know how people are going to handle any of that kind of stuff, And so, most of us can't even figure out or help people out in the most simplistic forms, right? Let alone get a little bit deeper.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's tough. I'm a parent, so, a lot of times your own personal stuff gets involved when you're looking at your kids, because I think sometimes parents will, they could go into denial or they could take something personal themselves. They're not always thinking with, what's really best for the child, but how does that make me look or how does that make me feel?
For sure.
And I think I just think that's the nature of humans, right? I'm not bagging parents that do that. I'm just saying that, that's just how we are as a kind.
We are humans and it happens. And some people are equipped with more empathy, so they're able to get that.
Yeah.
And that's a part of your brain psychology too, as well as like some people have a bigger and more sensitive to empathy than others. Yeah. And it's just how they're wired. And also with other things like anger and all these other emotions that we can experience.
Well, I think a lot of times it's what you've learned in your home, but your personal experiences will draw a lot of empathy. Like I start seeing these young men because I was a young man, right? And I see what they're going through, and I can have empathy for that because I'm like, man, I was there. I get it. I understand that. Like, I felt so alone and depressed, and I understood those things because I had personally been there myself. And so for me to work with people like that, going through those things, it's a little bit easier because I almost feel what they're going through because everything that I've been through kind of surfaces. But now that I can deal with it,
For sure.
It's different. So now I can help people go through it. So, just to be able to help people through those moments is, it's key.
This is a show where we have real conversations with the business owners and entrepreneurs here in Colorado Springs, doing things in the community of Colorado Springs.